Right. Hello there. My name is Sandy Miller, and I am a counselor here at the agency. And I'm glad you're here today. What would you like for me to call you?
Oh, I just go by Maria.
Maria? All right, Maria. Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here, and you can call me Sandy.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what's bringing you in today? I'd like to take a little bit of time to see what's going on with you.
Mhm.
And I may take a few notes.
Okay.
And what we talk about, is confidential. Okay. But if you do tell me something that is potentially harmful to yourself, to other people, I have to report that. So I want you to know that. But everything else, that we talk about is confidential. So I want you to know this is a safe space for you. Okay.
Okay.
And then we'll just spend a little time getting to know each other. Maybe you can feel a little more comfortable in our conversation, okay? So tell me what brings you in.
Well, I've just really been struggling lately. I have 3 kids, um, but I've had trouble sleeping. I'm having trouble taking care of my kids. Um, I guess it all started when my mom died. Um,
Okay.
I guess I feel like I should be coping better because we knew she was sick, so, like, I just don't know. Maybe I should have it together better, maybe I should be a better mother, but I just can't shake it.
All right. Well, thank you for telling me all of that. Let's talk about your mom a little bit, okay? You said maybe some of these feelings started when your mom died. You
Mhm.
you feel up to talking about your mom a little bit?
Um, yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about your mom? Whatever you're comfortable sharing about her. And then if you're not comfortable sharing about her, we can talk about something else. But, I'd like to hear about her.
Well, we're not from here. Um, I moved over from South America with my husband about 6 years ago. Um, my mom came with us, and she lived with us, you know, and then we found out she was sick. Um, I really thought she was getting better with her treatments, but I guess I guess you just never know. Um, but yeah, my mom was all that I had here, beside my husband and my kids, of course. She was really all the only support system that I had, and now that she's gone, it's just I don't know, sometimes I have a hard time finding a reason to get out of bed in the morning when I do sleep.
It sounds like you and your mom were really close, had a close relationship.
Yeah. Yeah,
Losing a parent. Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
she was my best friend.
She was your best friend. Yeah, losing a parent can be so hard, and a parent that's a best friend, that sounds, like it was really hard for you. I know that's a hard thing for people to go through.
Mhm.
So keep talking. Your mom sounds like she was a pretty amazing person. Tell me some more about her.
Um, she taught me how to cook, how to drive. Um,
Okay.
she's what made me wanna become a mom, made me wanna be a
Okay.
better mom, I guess. I don't know, I feel like everything about her made me who I am.
Mhm. That's a big loss for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, a big loss for you. How about your kids? Well, were your kids close to your mom?
Yeah,
Well, that is
they were very close. I have an 8-year-old daughter, a 5-year-old boy, and a 3-year-old girl.
sounds
Um,
like a beautiful family.
thank you.
Yeah.
They're starting school, and life goes on, I guess.
But that doesn't mean that things aren't hard,
Hmm.
you know, hard for us to walk through.
Hmm.
And you know, that's okay for
Hmm.
us to feel those feelings. And you're sad at the loss of your mom, and we can talk about that and work through that. And it's hard to go through a loss like that when you're
Hmm.
so close. And it sounds like you and your mom had been through more than even some families as you've moved from another country here together.
Hmm.
That's a big deal too. So you had, one culture to another culture, and you had your mom there to help you with that.
Hmm. I just don't know how to. I don't know how to move on without her. I mean, how do you move on from that? How do you let it go?
Well, I think you talking about her, being here, being willing to open up is a good start in working through some of that.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, and we'll just take it very slowly, give you opportunity to talk about her when you're comfortable.
Okay.
You said you're worried about your parenting and your relationship with your kids.
Mhm.
So maybe let's talk about that for just a minute, because you said your mom made you want to be a better mother. So it
Mhm.
sounds like you really love your kids and you're concerned about them.
Mhm. I don't know, like, I feel like I'm not as patient with them as I used to be. Like, I just get in these moods, and maybe it's a lack of sleep, or just mom being gone, but I just snap at them all the time, and then I just feel so awful. I mean, like, what kind of mother does that? What kind of mother treats their children that way?
Well, I think you can give yourself a little bit of grace. Let's talk about some ways maybe you can work with your kids through that. What
Okay.
happens after you snap at the kids?
I
How
try
do
to
you
ap
interact?
I try to apologize to them. They're human too.
Hmm.
They deserve an apology when I know that I'm wrong, and I try to always give them that.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a great start. They are human and you're human too. So it's important for you to remember that you're human, and to remember, that you have these feelings, and the feelings that you're feeling are okay. You know,
Mhm.
you're allowed to feel all these feelings. You've had a really difficult situation with your mom. So
Mhm.
you said you thought that she was going to get better. Are
Mhm.
you comfortable talking about what was going on with her health?
Um, she had been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, lung cancer, 8 months ago, and, we were taking her to the doctor. We had prepared to take her to the doctor, and right before we could finally go to, you know, get her the treatment that we thought she needed, we had talked about getting certain treatments done, and we made the appointments, we did the research, everything we could to save her, and we finally found the one, but a few weeks before the appointment, she died. We were too late.
I know that has to be very hard for you thinking about that appointment. but it sounds to me like you made every effort to do all that you could for your mom.
Just doesn't feel like enough, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I know that's really hard for you, and I'm very sorry that you've had to walk through this very difficult situation. Okay. And I'm here to listen,
Mhm.
and I'm here to listen to you talk about your mom
Okay.
and your family.
Mm.
And I think that maybe us working together, you being able to open up and express some of these feelings, okay,
Mhm.
is going to be helpful for you. I
Mm.
know it's very hard and very difficult to do that. So if at any time you are uncomfortable or it just feels like too much,
Mm.
we can we can change a little and talk about something different. We can
Okay.
take a little break. Okay.
Okay.
So let's 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 keep talking some if you're comfortable.
Mhm.
Tell me some more about your mom. Now you said you came from South America?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of brought you this way and tell me a little more of that story.
Um, well, we moved here, because my husband got a better job opportunity, um,
Okay.
to make a little bit more money.
Mm,
Um, he wanted to give our family a better life.
mm.
So, yeah, we moved and mom came with us. You know, he's
What did I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not even sure what I was going to say. I lost all train of thought.
I'm so sorry. What did she think about living in this country? Was she excited to be here? Was she nervous? Were you nervous? How did you all kind of work through that?
I think we were both excited to see new things, and my mom
Mhm,
really liked my husband. She thought he was a great man.
mhm.
Uh, she knew he was a hard worker, and he's gone about 2 to 3 days a week. Carrying supplies over states and stuff like that. So it was just me and her with the kids pretty often. So we enjoyed having um basically a brand new life all together and spending time with the kids. She was really helpful with my oldest daughter and helping her with school and helping with my son. There's some concerns at his school that he might have ADHD or something, and I'm just not sure how to deal with any of it
Yeah,
without her.
yeah. It sounds like with your husband being gone, it was just the two of you as the adults in the home a lot of the time.
Mhm.
So I know that's a big loss for you
Yeah,
every day.
it is, yeah.
Yeah. So, um, tell me a little bit about your relationship with your husband. How is that?
It's good.
Good.
He's a good man. He works hard for our family. He's supportive.
Mhm.
He suggested that I come and talk to someone because he's noticed that change in me, and he wants to see me do better, feel better.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I think that sounds like he really cares a lot about you. I think it's great that he's encouraging you to come and talk to someone else. I'm
mhm,
glad you're here talking, and I'm always happy to listen.
mhm,
Um, and I'm glad you have that support because what you're walking through when you're walking through grief like this, it's not something that goes away in a day or 2 days or a week. We walk through that grief, and it's good that you have support from your husband to help you walk through that.
mhm.
What other kinds of supports do you feel like you had? I know you said it was you and your mom. together a lot. You moved from another country. So do you feel like you have other supports that are available for you?
I mean, not really. I don't have a lot of friends, um, in my area. I guess I haven't really gotten out much. I really relied on that relationship with my mom and hung out with her or hung out with my husband or did things with the kids, and I guess I really haven't taken the time to get to know anybody else in this area.
You know, how do you feel about maybe trying to do something like that? You know, branch out a little bit, see maybe some of your the parents of your kids, uh, friends
Yeah,
might could be some
yeah,
support for
maybe.
you.
Maybe. My husband suggested maybe joining a local grief group, like-minded people who are also suffering like I am.
Yeah, I think that that's a great idea, and I can definitely help you get some resources together for that if that's something that you feel like you're ready for. Uh, we can definitely work on that together. I think
Okay.
that's a great idea.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about um, growing up with your mom. What was that like?
Well, it was good. Um,
Good?
I can't really explain it other than, you know, she was there.
Mhm.
My father never really was. So she was a single mom. She did everything that I ever needed. Any sports team meetings, any parent meetings, she was there. Um,
Okay.
anything I needed, she was there.
It sure does sound like she was just wonderful.
Mhm.
And I'm thankful that you were able to have that great relationship with your mom for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that I would like to talk to you a little more, you know, as much as you're comfortable, maybe once a week, once every other week we could meet
Okay.
and, help you kind of walk through this grief process. Have you ever done any kind of counseling or anything like that before?
No, when I lived in South America, we really just kind of just were brought up to deal with things, like, always told, like, other people have it worse, so, like, just don't complain, just accept the cards that you're given and go from there, and, I feel a lot of guilt with the way that I'm feeling, the way that I'm acting, like, I should just suck it up and take care of my kids and be a mom, like, it's just a part of life to lose someone, right?
Well, it's a difficult part of life, and it's okay for us to ask for help from other people. I know a lot of people have the suck it up and move on with life attitude, but that's not always our most effective. You know, we all need help sometimes.
Mhm.
We all grieve differently and walk through that process so differently. So I want you to practice giving yourself a little grace. Okay.
Okay.
It's going to be hard for you because I think maybe
Yeah.
you're a little hard on yourself sometimes, sounds
I've
like.
I've heard that once or twice.
Yeah, maybe. But, give yourself a little grace and it's okay for you to ask for help.
Mhm.
You know, you're walking through a difficult time. You have a lot that's gone on with your mom. You have things that are going on with your children, your
Mhm.
son that's having some things going on at school. That's
Mhm.
a lot for you to think about and work through. And I
Mhm.
know your mom helped you a lot with the kids at school.
Mhm.
So even in that, a difficult situation and you're still feeling her loss in that, okay?
Mhm.
So just give yourself a little grace. But I would like to see you again and be able to work with you a little more and us talk a little more. How do you feel about that?
I think that would be okay. It's gonna be hard to work around my schedule, but I I think my husband's right. I think I do need some help to get through this. I'm not sure it's something I can get through on my own, and yeah, I think maybe we should continue. Yeah, we should continue.
Well, I would like that a lot. We'll get you set up and we'll just keep working, okay? And maybe during the week until I see you again, maybe you can even, take some notes on things that you might want to talk about when we're together. I'll be working a little more as I get to know you better about your history and different things in your past, even your medical history. There'll be more questions and things that I'll be asking you and wanting to find out about you. Does that sound okay?
Mhm. Yeah, that sounds okay.
All right. Well, I've enjoyed talking with you, Maria, and we'll keep working together, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.